Let me first say that PMI Next is much more than a plan defined by actions, KPIs, objectives. It includes a strategy and its key elements, which are where we play, what is our value proposition in the areas where we play, whom we serve, that is, what is our primary audience. But it also includes key initiatives, that is, how we will deliver. And very importantly, it connects all of that with our purpose and with our values. So let's start with the guiding star, our purpose, because that is the essential guiding element of PMI Next. Our purpose statement defines why we exist as an organization. It is why we are so passionate and care so much about our volunteers, our members, our community. It is why we are all here today. And as you will see in our video coming up in a minute, our purpose is big and it's bold. Because PMI is the leading authority in project management, the profession without which nothing would get done. So let's watch this video. Maybe you've already seen it on social media, but we want to watch it over and over again. Then we'll talk more about the role we play in the careers of project professionals and about the impact we create to elevate our world.
A growing movement is underway, led by a community that inspires action.
Through the work I do in project management and as a project leader, my purpose is really to give back and to be of service to others.
If the PMI were not in existence, and didn't have that repository of information and that support network, I don't think I would have been as successful in the projects that I have been in charge of.
A community getting things done to ensure project success.
For me, it's the focus on our UN sustainability goals. So if we could save one life, then that project was well worth doing.
Global warming is affecting different communities around the world. So apply the knowledge that you have to reduce the effects and to reduce the impact that we are making on our planet.
I really want to make the world a better place. I really want to use my skills and talents to make people's lives better.
Driven by the desire to transform and contribute to a better world.
What we call in PMI the power skills. Leadership, negotiation, motivation, communication, and very importantly, the emotional intelligence that you need to have in order to lead others.
Empowered by lifelong learning and continuous skill development.
I'm able to stay on top of what's the latest, where the industry is going, and apply those resources and skills and knowledge to my current role.
And professional certifications that establish the gold standard.
We didn't do magic. All we did was the same project management principles.
Millions of actions every day, working to deliver project success. The world needs projects to succeed, and success starts with us.
I love working with people. I love seeing them grow and become great versions of themselves. Probably the best compliment I ever got was, I had a job, and then I worked with you, and now I have a career.
We are the Project Management Institute. We maximize project success to elevate our world.
That is the opportunity for all of us. I guess we all agree that the world is at a crossroads. There are very challenging problems that need to be addressed if we want humanity to live together more harmoniously or even survive. Climate change and depletion of resources, of course, but think of technological advancements and their ethical implications. Think of global health and demographic issues. Think of economic inequality and poverty. All of these contribute to division and polarization between nations and within societies. Now, if we, PMI, together can help you and millions of other project professionals be a bit better at what you're doing, and if we can help you and millions of other project professionals do it more responsibly, we will help project professionals shine in ways that are both meaningful to you, to them, but also meaningful to everyone, to all of humanity. If we help each project professional make each of their projects successful, we will play an essential role in a movement that in the end can address the big issues that humanity is facing, one successful and responsible project at a time. And in the end, yes, elevate our world. Now, with that being said, let's now talk about PMI Next and what our focus will be in the upcoming years. So we developed a summary of PMI Next in one page, and I'd like to take you through it. So at the top of PMI Next on one page is what we just spent the last few minutes talking about, our purpose. It is why we exist, and everything we do needs to bridge to how we maximize project success to elevate our world. Now, the other foundational element of PMI Next is our culture values. These 5 values guide our behaviors, how we collaborate, and how we engage with each other and with our stakeholders. Our purpose and values are critical because they should be very stable elements of what PMI does. Even if our strategy evolves over time, our purpose and our values should not change. They are our guiding stars. Even if the environment is upset in the future, we will always be able to refer to our purpose and to our values to guide us. Now let's move to another key part of PMI Next, who we serve. And here we have decided to refocus, at least for now, from a somewhat loose concept of change makers to the people who matter the most to our purpose, the project professionals, and the people who aspire to become project professionals. So it doesn't mean that they all have the title project manager, but they are people who are managing or want to manage projects as their main professional activity. Of course, anyone can learn from PMI, and we welcome anyone who wants to learn project management. But our core focus is on the core development of skills that are essential for project professionals. Now we're getting to the heart of any strategy, where PMI will play. And here we have really decided to focus on leveraging the unique strengths of PMI, the things that nobody else can do better than us, but also to do these things better than we are doing them right now. And this comes down to 3 things: our unique global community of experts, our unique ability to engage with people all along their professional life, and the unique reputation that we have built of being the authority, the main broker of trust, if I may say, in the world of project management. All of which are reinforced by our for-purpose, our non-profit status. So the first play is designed to leverage the unique strength that is our community of experts. We want to develop the best and largest community-generated knowledge platforms and resources. We have decades of data and thought leadership that have been co-created and vetted with you, with our community of volunteers. But much of it is scattered across multiple platforms and not easy to leverage for professionals. Now, AI is a game changer in that it will help us make it much more accessible, but also help us create much more vetted knowledge than we have so far. You all saw the launch of PMI Infinity a couple of weeks ago. It is truly a fantastic step. But this is just the beginning. And it's not just about PMI Infinity. We have other platforms like projectmanagement.com, for instance, in which we will invest even more. And through our events, through our chapters network, through their own events, through many of the things we do, we can create more, vet more, amplify more, and help professionals leverage more and better the extraordinary collective knowledge of our community. Now, we have this unique ability to stay in touch with professionals along their entire journey, but we do not yet leverage this at its full potential. That is why the second play is in expanding our learning and development experience to all stages of people's career. To achieve that, we need members who are engaged all along their career. And that's why, for instance, we are working on implementing single membership, so our chapters help engage all our members. We also need to multiply the personal development experiences we provide. And this is the reason why Project Managers Without Borders is joining the PMI family, which should be very exciting and also provide great development opportunities for our community. But let's be clear, we will also need to make significant investments in product development. Our learning products need to encompass the important advancements in the project management profession. Of course, agile and hybrid ways of working, but also system thinking, sustainability in projects, and obviously how to leverage AI effectively and responsibly in project management, and many more topics that will come along the way. Now, if we expand our product offering, at the same time, we need to implement a different operating model for product development that is much more streamlined, much more scalable, so we can quickly deliver current and relevant content that meets professionals' continuous learning needs. And of course, we will try to accelerate implementation by making acquisitions whenever they help us with display. The acquisition of PMOGA is a great example to address the needs of more senior professionals. And finally, we want to leverage but also protect our unique position as the most reputable organization in our field, our position of brokers of trust between professionals and employers. So our third play is to be the provider of the most trusted gold standard professional certifications. We have that with PMP, which is a huge gift that we owe our predecessors at PMI. And some of you have been involved in PMP for many years, so we should absolutely bless you. But we won't keep this reputation if we do not invest in our gold standard certifications, or if we dilute them by creating some confusion between our learning products, our badges, our certificates, some in areas that are remotely related to project management. So to succeed, we will need to refocus, to simplify, sometimes merge our product portfolio and invest in developing a full learning ecosystem to support the certifications that are truly a gold standard, like PMP, for example. It will also lead us to simplify and streamline the rest of our current offerings. So it's going to be a lot of work over the next few years, but it will pay off, and I am really convinced that it will deliver the impact that we're envisioning. So that is the core of our new strategy, PMI Next. Of course, within each of those main areas, there are many, many efforts and initiatives that we'll be working on. And we will engage our volunteer community all along the way, starting with the most experienced of all, the ones that are closest to PMI. That is you, our global volunteers. So if I may summarize, PMI Next is about focusing. Focusing on what matters most, focusing on the people who matter the most, and focusing on what is unique to PMI to make the best of it. Focusing on what matters most means focusing on project success, because this is what will be the most useful to our community, to employers, and to the world. Focusing on the people who matter the most means focusing on the needs of project professionals, because you are the ones who can best deliver on our purpose. Focusing on what we are unique about and on making the best of our unique strengths means protecting and leveraging our unique community of experts, protecting and leveraging our unique ability to engage with them all along their career, and protecting and leveraging our unique reputation and position of brokers of trust. So again, PMI Next is about focusing on project success, focusing on project professionals, and focusing on our unique strengths, our community of experts all along their career, and our reputation while leveraging these unique strengths better. And finally, why did we call it Next? Well, the N in Next stands for nurturing our purpose and values every day in everything we do. The E is about empowering all components of our flywheel to deliver on our purpose, values, and strategy, starting with empowering you to determine how you will best contribute. And at the same time, X and T. X for expanding what we're doing to make it more visible, more impactful, But also T for tightening what we work on, to really focus on our unique strengths, on what matters most, and on those who matter the most.